Why am I constantly interrupted? Can't an old woman just walk around in peace? I'm fine. Not that it is really any concern of yours. I'm just taking a break from my walk, eating a little meat, drinking a little ale. Since you're paying for it, I don't see why not. It's good, strong stuff.
Busy. Very busy.
Quiet! Can't you see I'm working here?
A dry bed and a hot bowl. That's what we offer at Scholar's Hostel. Nothing fancy, but we're clean and we're cheap.
The bread is delicious, no question. But real sustenance can only be found in the forest. When I consume the forest's bounty, I take in the wild. You don't want to be?
How are you?
Buy me another bucketful.
This one needs more drink. Much more.
Looking for work? If not, move along. I haven't got time for idle chit-chat.
I've had a rough day, Outlander. Let me drink in peace, all right?
This building used to be an old barracks. It's still got that rustic, sparse charm, don't you think?
Doesn't matter how great your city is if no one can get there. These roads are treacherous, friend. Be wary.
Please, no autographs. I'm quite busy writing another valuable treatise. Well, I suppose my autograph would be important too. Still, I am otherwise occupied.
The future of Hrothgar is uncertain. I see dark clouds on the horizon. Do you hear the thunder?
Pull up a seat by the hearth, friend. I could use the company. Birds, catching and selling. It's been a lean season, what with all these strange storms along the coast, but I still turn a healthy profit. You're not in the bird business, are you? Good, good. It's a fine profession with quite a few perks. Take my coat, for instance. Genuine chabloon down lining and duck leather trim. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and always dry as a bone. Oh no, this was a special order, a custom job. I suppose it's less useful in your line of work. Duck feathers aren't going to turn a blade or deflect an arrow. Still, you won't find a finer garment, and handsome to boot.
you all the best. Ah, greetings, traveler. Hold a moment, won't you? I'm looking for a cave. It would be foul-smelling, likely surrounded by scattered bones and such. Have you seen such a place? Ah, an inquisitive sort. I like it. I'm searching for a Nord beastmaster named Nikolvara. My contacts tell me she possesses an enchanted whistle that can tame any creature in Tamriel. Marvelous, yes? Apparently she lives in a Durzog lair nearby. Profit, of course. Durzogs make the perfect guard animals, but they're impossible to tame. If I could train and sell just one of those beasts, I'd make a fortune. If you can acquire the whistle and figure out how it works, we'll split the profits. I'm headed to Bolgol Farm to warm up. It's not far, just over the hill. After you test the whistle, you can find me there. Good luck. Well, I leave the details to you, but I warn you, from everything I've heard, Nikolvara doesn't take kindly to visitors. She's something of a recluse, or so the locals tell me. Haven't you heard? The orcs are building a city. If there's a better opportunity for an enterprising young businessman, well, I've never heard of it. Truth be told, my original plan involved several casks of the finest Hlalu wine, but who knew that the orc palate was so unsophisticated? They hated this stuff, but a good businessman always has a backup plan. Yes, Durzogs. Why is that so hard to grasp? I need something that will appeal to an orc's sensibilities. What could be better than a mangy, slobbering beast? The orcs will pay a fortune for that.
You shall travel to many exotic places before your adventure comes to an end. I am the wise woman of the clans. I come here to think and contemplate the great mysteries of life. I find it peaceful here. What Durzogs? Besides, there is no fear, just misunderstanding. I serve all clans, but I claim none of them as my home. Every chief wants me at his side, but what I have to say must not be limited to a single stronghold. Some call me a philosopher, others a sage. I suppose you could say that I am sought out for my wisdom and sound judgment. Most seek profound insight or advice from me. Perhaps that is why you have encountered me this day. Some seek my counsel, but insight given freely isn't worth the price you pay for it. Sweet words drip from your mouth like flowing honey. Very well. Listen carefully. Fight only those you can defeat, and your life will be long and boring. Challenge those that are stronger than you, and your last moments will be quick and exciting.
Why am I constantly interrupted?
I need healing!
What? Hello there.
For King Kurog! For Orsinium!
I want all the soldiers from all of the clans to circle the fort. Iceheart won't escape from me this time.
Our soldiers know what to do, Killer. You can count on that.
Then maybe this victory will finally convince you and the other chiefs to fully accept my claim to the throne.
Hello.
Don't let up! Hit the Winterborn with everything we've got!
Ale.
My beloved certainly enjoys a good meal. It makes my heart sing to see him so happy. I'm more than just a simple bodyguard. I am the king's favorite shield wife. My sister and I protect our beloved. We train with him, sleep with him, and fight at his side when the need arises. Just thinking about him makes me smile.
I'm one of the mighty King Korog's shield wives. I'm his protector, his confidant, his lover. If you do anything to betray my husband, I will separate the limbs from your body and toss the entire mess to the Harpies. My feelings on the matter are of no concern, but I take pride in my role. Both my sister and I love the king in our own way, and we have pledged to keep him safe. Bear that in mind, outsider, and I will have no reason to kill you.
You always just barge into the king's tent without so much as a by your leave? Who in the name of First Forge do you think you are, troll breath? So, you're one of the outsiders my mother's been harping about. I'm Kurog, king of the Orsimer. Welcome to my war. Your timing's perfect. I'm just finishing this damn fine leg of chubloon. You hungry? I do enjoy a good meal before a fight. It's a good thing that that's where we're going, then. This siege was taking too long anyway. Your fawn Iceheart is the last of the Winterborn warlords, and frankly, I'm ready to be done with him. He knows we're coming, so I'm expecting a good fight. You bet your arse I told him we were coming. Fair's fair, and it probably scared the ice water out of his veins. I want to see you in action. You lead, I'll follow. Now, let's go kill old Iceheart. Then we can return to Orsinium and feast. We need to find a way into that fort to get to Iceheart. Talk to the siege commanders and see if they can get us inside.
Load those catapults faster, soldiers! We have them right where we want them!
Now that's a sight! We need to find a way inside the fort. Talk to Chief Urgosh. They're working on a plan to get into Frostbreak Fortress. Urfon, he's the leader of the Winterborn Reachmen. Last of the 13 warlords that invaded Hrothgar, in fact. Urfon's a tough son of a horker, I'll give him that. I let him know we were on our way. Hopefully that'll spice up the battle to come. Of course. I sent an archer to shoot a message over the wall the other day, just to give him a little notice. It was the honorable thing to do. It's what Trinimac would do. That, I'm certain. Absolutely. We've been praying to Malakath for centuries, and where has that gotten us? Not very far from what I could see. I'm not a fanatic or anything, but Trinimac's ideals, honor, truth, and unity, the Orsimer can use some of that right now. Food is life. Food is strength. And you certainly don't appear to have missed any meals lately. Trinimac's followers in ancient times, I bet they enjoyed a good feast on a regular basis. I'll have to ask Sogra about that.
Look at those catapults fly.
I'm amazed the towers can withstand the punishment. The Bretons must have used orc crafters, and they built that place to last. But never fear, the Winterborn won't have a fort to protect them for much longer. Kirog summoned the chiefs of Hrothgar to besiege the Winterborn. One of our biggest problems are those Briarheart monstrosities. For every one we kill, 2 more take its place. I know there's a solution, but damn if it doesn't keep eluding us. We need to get inside the fort, find out where they're spawning those abominations. But the damn harpies! We can't walk 5 steps without becoming bird food. Siege Commander Dolph's working on a plan. I hope it's a good one, for all our sakes. This is the Winterborn's final stand. We destroy the Briarhearts, while Kirog deals with their warlord, Iceheart. If we succeed, Kirog will have ended a threat that has plagued us for far too long. Maybe then I'll consider accepting him as our king. Surprising, isn't it? We're pretty sure they're all connected through the Hag Ravens, or whatever you call those ugly old hags. It wouldn't surprise me if the Briarhearts are also their creation. They're all vile, the lot of them. The Briarheart warriors are like the undead, only worse. They talk to each other, think on their own, behave just like any other soldier. But there's no way they're alive. Not with half their chest hanging wide open. I guess you haven't experienced a Winterborn raid yet. You can actually see their foul hearts beating inside their open chests. Except they aren't hearts at all. More like some sort of malignant growth. It's unsettling to see, to say the least. You can say that. It started when he claimed the title of king. Many chiefs aren't ready to bend their knee to Kirog. It's not the orc way. But Kirog knows how to conduct a battle. Look around. No clan could muster a force such as this. Kirog believes that the orcs need a united kingdom. We've banded together to defend our land, but beyond that, we'll see. The Winterborn have been ransacking Hrothgar for years. At least Kirog has brought us together to try to put an end to that. Perhaps. But tradition sometimes is too high a wall to climb over. We're a proud and stubborn people. New ideas, they frighten us. And Kirog is full of new ideas. A new city, a new god. It's more than many of us can take. If he wins the day...
Work builds character, they say.
To itself. I don't seem to be making much progress.
We won't be safe until all of the Winterborn...
My soldiers will pluck the feathers from those harpies, mark my words. Oh, the king is with you. I didn't notice. I meant no disrespect, King Kurog. My clan and my soldiers are yours to command, always and forever. Bite your tongue, whelp. I've been loyal to King Kurog since Rancer's War. The chiefs run the strongholds, the backbone of orc society, but they aren't infallible. They hold on to traditions and say the city is a monstrosity, that we lost our way. As long as the Winterborn remain a threat, the chiefs will follow King Kurog. But after that, I think a lot depends on the outcome of this campaign. But no matter what happens, my soldiers and my clan remain dedicated to the king and his vision. Greetings.
If you don't find the alchemist...
The king eats more food than anyone I've ever met. But I still have a few things left for sale. For the king!
Get down!
No! No! Let me go!
Damn it! I lose more soldiers that way.
Looks like General Dulf could use a hand.
Greetings. If you're here at the king's behest, then my supplies are available at cost.
Hail.
Such pain.
The work of a healer is never done.
I love the smell of the siege camp. It smells warm and sweet. Makes me anticipate the battle to come. You know what it smells like? It smells like muffins. Really soft, fresh muffins. Covered in bug iron ale jam. I love that smell. Food is life. Food is usually the only way to make the clan chiefs come together is to throw an imminent threat in their faces. Luckily, we have the Winterborn. Getting the chiefs to work together? Huh. That's like trying to feed salad to a wood elf. You don't know how things work in Hrothgar, do you? None of the chiefs feel strong enough to challenge me, but only the most loyal actually submit to my authority. And unfortunately, I had to send most of the loyal ones off to help the Covenant. Mind your tongue, Horker. But no, I'm plagued by the same circumstances that have kept us from becoming a truly great people. Most of the remaining chiefs won't give up their independence, and we can't finish building Orsinium until they do. I need the full support of the clans, which I don't have. Yet. I promised myself I wouldn't worry about this. That's for tomorrow. Today, we kill Iceheart and retrieve the supplies. Maybe that will get more clans to commit to my vision. Maybe.
You brought the king here? Then welcome to our siege camp. Sorry you had to see those damn harpies at work. I'm not sure King Korog should be walking around out in the open, but I've got a barrel full of my own worries to deal with. If you want to become bird food, I'm not going to stop you. And after losing more soldiers to the harpies, I'm ready to accept any help I can get. Besides, anything is better than what the little wood elf was able to accomplish. Sent her in with a squad of orcs to deal with the harpy nests on the towers. Figured if the nests were on fire, the distraction would allow another squad to get in and put an end to the Briarhearts. But both groups have disappeared without a trace. A volunteer. I appreciate that kind of go-get-'em attitude. If you do manage to find either of the missing squads, remind them that they have their orders. I expect them to complete their missions. The outcome of this siege depends on them. The main path is too well defended. You'll be a lamb led to the slaughter if you go that way. Our siege provides some cover, so you might be able to sneak around the left side of the fort. And the right side is clear, except for the harpies. I sent the Wood Elf and one squad to set fire to the harpy nests. The other squad is supposed to find the source of the Briarhearts and put an end to that threat. But everything hinged on dealing with the harpies. We just can't get past the birds. My siege engineers can easily calibrate the trebuchets to launch direct strikes against the Eyrie towers. They just need something to target. That's the first squad's mission. Mark the Eyrie so we can knock it out of the sky. The Winterborn zombies? Not much. Our alchemist, Alinen, has some experience dealing with the Reach. He thinks the hag ravens grow the hearts, planting them and harvesting them like grapes from a vine. A disgusting image, I know, but that's Alinen. That's what Alinen thinks. As long as he can put a stop to the foul things, I don't care how crazy his ideas sound. But he's with the second squad, somewhere on the other side of those walls. Without Alinen, things get much more complicated. You were the one who helped Lieutenant Fairfax and the guard at Hinnell Farm. You have my thanks.
You're heading up to try to get into the fortress. Well, watch out for the harpies. They've flown off with more of my soldiers than I'd care to admit. Well, Malakoth knows we've certainly tried. But every time I send warriors up the path, harpies dive out of the sky and tear them to shreds. Still, you're welcome to give it a shot. Just promise to pluck a few of those damn birds along the way.
You and the king have come to our aid? We're honored. But we've been trapped in here for too long. We still have a mission to complete. Once again, we underestimated the Winterborn's capabilities. They caught scent of us as soon as we penetrated the walls. Harpies from above, Winterborn from all sides. We lost a lot of soldiers before we were able to take refuge in this tower. We need to get our archer into position to mark the Harpy eyries so that our catapults can target them and destroy them. We lost all of our archers. The Wood Elf's all we have left. I hope she's as good of a shot as she claims to be. Our squad split off right after we entered the fortress. They're protecting the Breton alchemist who's supposed to be able to put an end to the Briarheart threat. But it doesn't matter if they're dead or alive if we don't deal with the Harpies. If you can clear us a path to the towers, we can get the elf into position so she can loose her signal arrows. Then the catapults can do their work. We need to hurry. We've lost too much time already.
Perfectly good troops to the Winterborn. I love them.
Did I hear that right?
They're going to actually trust me with this mission? It's about time. I told them how I won every one of my clan's archery tournaments since I was tall enough to hold a bow. I can do this. I know I can. Between you and me, I'm kind of new to this whole adventuring thing. No one told me exactly what an adventurer is supposed to do. Will I know it when I see it? Is that how this hero business works? An instruction manual would be good. Oh, I know what the mission is. I was just talking about hero stuff in general. As for the Ares, I could hit something that big with my eyes closed. Say, that would be a real challenge. I'd even impress the orcs with a strike like that. You seem pretty confident. All right, I guess I can be confident too. But these orcs, they aren't the sharpest thorns in the forest. Still, no matter how hard a time they give me, they did manage to keep me safe. I'll follow, charging through a camp of winterborn marauders. Just another day for an adventurer, huh? Guess it takes some getting used to. Remind me to ask you all kinds of questions later, once we're done with all this. I could use some advice on being a hero.
Keep up, Elf. Those harpies aren't going to kill themselves.
There are so many stairs.
No time for complaints either. We have a mission to complete.
All right, pushy orc. Just tell me when you want me to make the strike. Gusting winds, flying birds trying to eat us, fire everywhere. But that up there, that's a stationary target that needs an arrow in it. Just tell me when you want me to make the strike.
Look at it burn.
Hello there.
Well, that was amazing! We get to do that again, right?
Tower secure. Good work, outsider. The wood elf is right behind me.
I'm getting really tired of you orcs trying to leave me be... That's strange. Where did the sergeant go? How typical. Now I know why Orsinium put out that call for help. Well, at least you're still here. Let me know when you want me to light the signal. Do me a favor and don't let any of those filthy harpies get too close. I'd hate to get carried off because I was busy concentrating on making this ridiculously easy strike. Speaking of which, let me know when you want me to loose my arrow. 2 areas destroyed, no problem. Now, let's find the Breton alchemist. I have to admit, those orc catapulteers can certainly hit a mark. Now, all we need to do is find this alchemist. The orcs want him inside the fort, so he can locate the source of those Briarheart warriors. Beats me. The squad escorting the alchemist was supposed to find a way into the fortress proper. Sorry I can't give you better directions, but I never was good at making or reading a map. You really think so? Thanks. I'm kind of proud of my placement. I'm just glad I was able to contribute to the cause. Help you finish this, of course. That's what heroes do, am I right? I'll just wait a moment and catch my breath, then I'll be right behind you.
I'm almost certain we can do... Winterboard know how to set up a attack. This will be
just run and not look back. Wait, who? Well, I'll be damned. I remember you. You helped Darien and me back in Camlorn. You get around a lot, don't you? Have you come all this way to help me? Maybe we still have a chance to salvage this mission yet. Well, we were supposed to wait until the nests were destroyed before heading inside to find the source of the Briarhearts. But the Winterborn, they found us, overwhelmed the soldiers. I ran. I'm not proud of it, but I'm alive. That's what matters. Someone has to destroy the source of the Briarhearts, and I've dealt with the Reach before. They're a rather unhealthy obsession of mine. I know their beliefs, the way they attune with nature. Those Briarhearts, they're as natural as you and I. I have an inkling, but I need to get inside to confirm it. I need to see how they're applying their magic. That will lead me right to the source of the Briarhearts. But you'll need to keep me alive. A lot of people are counting on me to succeed. There's nothing else we can do out here. Let's get inside. I was the only alchemist available. I wish I wasn't, but here I am. Besides, they needed someone who had some experience with the Reach. Of course, I never expected to end up in the middle of a siege. I first encountered the phenomenon back in Glenumbra. Well, the ones back there were a little different, but Reach magic is Reach magic. From what I've been able to observe, when a Winterborn warrior falls, the Briarhearts are used to somehow bring them back from the dead. I think the Hag Ravens have something to do with the process. Not unlike the Bloodthorn zombies, remember? I believe the Briarhearts are grown. If that's the case, I can destroy them. I'll know for certain once we get inside and I can examine the process. I want to make sure I mix the elixir correctly. Wouldn't want to inadvertently make them stronger.
Oh, good! You found him. The rest of the Orc soldiers went back to the camp to report in and get new orders. I don't think they actually expected you to find the alchemist. I guess the joke's on them, huh?
I love being the king! I'm almost certain we can defeat Iceheart. Almost. You're fun. He's the leader of the Winterborn Reachmen. Last of the 13 warlords that invaded Hrothgar, in fact. Yurfan's a tough son of a horker, I'll give him that. I let him know we were on our way. Hopefully that'll spice up the battle to come. Of course. I sent an archer to shoot a message over the wall the other day.
Come, follow me. If my suspicions are correct, we shouldn't have any trouble finding what I'm looking for.
We're all going to die down here, aren't we?
Keep your eyes open. We're looking for a plant or a root. Something that doesn't appear quite natural. Something odd, out of place. Something like this.
I think the alchemist found something. As much as I like the attention, you'll probably learn more if you talk to him.
Now there's something you don't see every day. A tree growing out of a corpse. I'd say this is what we're looking for. This sapling is but a root, however. Small part of a greater whole. Reach magic corrupts nature. It uses its innate properties to forge terrible powers. The Briarhearts require a larger plant to nurture them and make them grow. But this vile sapling is certainly connected. I can feel energy flowing through it. We need to destroy some of these saplings. Cut off their power to weaken the central tree. Once weakened, I can apply an alchemical solution to the central tree, wherever it grows, and hopefully destroy it, roots and all. Reach magic invades nature, the way a plague violates an infirm body. It changes its host, taking hold and letting its corruption grow stronger. It creates defenses, barriers that can't be easily overcome. It needs to be weakened before we lay siege. Find the saplings and burn as many as you can. That will weaken the corruption and make the defenses more fragile. Meanwhile, I'll concoct a potion using clippings from these little ones. Leave the elf here if you would. I could use the protection. Leave the sapling I found alone. I'll use it to prepare and test my elixir while you burn as many of the others as you can. By the time you return, I'll have developed a poison powerful enough to eat through the central tree's weakened defenses. No, not exactly. In some ways it's the same, but in many others it's completely different. The last time I dealt with reach magic, they were utilizing vines as big as you or I. This is an entirely new type of twisted magic, even for them. I helped you and Darien cure lycanthropy in a burning town full of cultists and werewolves. If I can mix a potion in those kinds of conditions, I think I can handle anything. Leave the sapling I found alone. I'll use it to prepare and test my elixir while you burn as many of the others as you can. By the time you return, I'll have developed a poison powerful enough to eat through the central tree's weakened defenses.
I'm almost certain we can defeat
Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to the alchemist. I promise. Am I sure? No, not in the least. But I figure you've got enough to deal with without worrying about me and Alanon. Besides, once you really get going, this whole place will be too busy to bother with little old me. Do what you need to do and try not to die. We'll be all right. We need to destroy those Briarhearts one way or another. Then we can gloat about how we accomplished what an army of orcs couldn't do. It'll be grand.
the only king in this dank place, you'd think I'd get to burn one of those saplings. But no. Suppose I have servants to do such things. I'm almost certain we can... Winterborn have any magic that isn't just vile and disgusting?
You have sided with the orc pigs, which makes you our enemy. But why are you helping those animals? That is the question you should ask yourself as the Winterborn cut you down. I am preparing myself, going through the ritual period of solitude before they place the Briarheart in my body. Once I take my place as a Briarheart warrior, I will kill you and rain death down upon the orcs who befoul our land. Our magic you will never understand. To receive a Briarheart is a precious gift. To receive one while I'm still alive, that is a singular honor. The Hagravens give us these gifts, even as they care for the tree upon which the sacred fruit grows. What a terrible enemy you are. You don't even know about the source of your own doom. I would feel sorry for you, but instead I just want to kill you even faster. Of course I know about the tree. It gives the sacred fruit life. It is strong, powerful, eternal. It cannot be destroyed. It hates you, you know, because you burn its babies. I will kill you for doing that too, once I get my Briarheart. You think you can destroy our eternal tree with fire and axes? Ah! Your tools are useless! The tree's roots run strong and deep. But please, feel free to give it a try. The Hagravens will eat your eyes and use your body for fertilizer. Angry? I am burning with a righteous rage. Once I have joined the ranks of the Briarheart warriors, that anger will fuel my vengeance and bring justice to my people. What haven't the orcs done? They claim land that rightfully belongs to the Reach. They attack and kill my people. They eat food that should be eaten by Winterborn. They are animals. And not even the help of outsiders will save them from my wrath.
I'm almost certain we can...
So, I don't suppose you... maybe... might have seen Alanon on your way back? Maybe? Listen, it wasn't my fault. Alanon sent me to get him some moss that grows on the walls down here. When I got back, the alchemist was gone. Right, that's an excellent plan. But you should take this. Alanon said it was the last ingredient he needed to finish his elixir. I don't see his alchemy bag, so he must have the rest of the components with him. If the tree hasn't eaten them yet. What? No, of course not. At least, I don't think it ate him. But he told me that the Winterborn plant briarheart seeds in dead bodies. The seed eats the body, sprouts roots, and nourishes the tree. Or something like that. I wasn't really listening. Well, I went that way to gather the moss, so he must have gone the other way. Probably turn right at the bend ahead. Let's split up. We can cover more ground that way. Besides, I kind of feel it's my fault, since I left him alone and all that.
I'm almost certain... Don't blame the elf. She was just following orders. Tell you the truth, I need more soldiers like her in my army.
Time you got here, do something before I roast up here. Don't just stand there and watch me roast. Do something. What am I doing? I'm being roasted alive. What does it look like I'm doing? What's worse, they have my alchemy bag. The elixir was nearly complete when I stumbled into that Winterborn patrol. No. We're running out of time and you have a more important task to complete. You have to destroy the central tree, otherwise the Briarheart warriors will eventually overrun the orcs. I'll find a way out of here somehow. Find the Hagraven that snatched my alchemy bag and grab the elixir. I couldn't wait for Evelie, so I found the moss on my own. Of course, that's when I ran into the Winterborn. Anyway, get the elixir and destroy that tree. Finish this, for me.
There you are. I was looking all over for... Hey! How'd Alanon get up there? That doesn't look very safe. We should get him out of there before he cooks, right? I'm not 100% certain, but I bet I could break the chain holding up the cage with a few well-placed arrows. Sure. Don't worry. I've got this. You don't suppose the cage will shatter on impact, do you? No worries. I never hit anything I'm not aiming at. Well, except for that one time, but that totally doesn't count. I told Bompor not to move. Go on. I'll take good care of the alchemist. Hey, Alanon! I need you to stay very, very still so I can get you down.
With a bow and arrow? The cage will drop into the fire with me inside.
Just make sure you tuck and roll.
sorcery. We'll all be better off when this tree finally burns.
Pour it on the tree. The Winterborn are on their way. Defend the tree until the elixir does its work. Just don't let the Winterborn get close enough to heal it.
No! Stop the intruders! The tree must not be destroyed! One more problem solved. Now, let's go take care of Iceheart. The supplies are still in there. We can't leave yet. Ready when you are. I'm almost certain we can...
I just need to catch my breath. I'll be fine.
They tried to roast you! That's not how we define fine where I come from.
Compared to some of my adventures, this was practically a day at the fair.
The captain wants a report, so I'm trying to figure out what happened here.
The alchemist was almost roasted alive and he's not even remotely distressed about it. No concern for my feelings at all. Did he thank me for rescuing him? No. Does he show even a little gratitude? Not one bit.
The wood elf got me out of that cage with a damn fine strike. Damn fine. And you handled the Briarheart tree perfectly. Well done. Indubitably. I watched the roots burn with my own eyes. The siege commander needs to hear about this, so we can press the advantage and put an end to the winterborn threat. As for me, I'm going to relax. Somewhere in Orsinium with a very large drink. You have your report, soldier. Return to the siege commander, and let's finish off these winterborn bastards. Well, thanks for all the help. I have to admit, I couldn't have destroyed the source of the Briarhearts without you. If you're ever in Orsinium, look for me at the King's Corner Club. I'll even buy you a drink.
Another mission accomplished. We make a pretty good team, don't we? If you need my help again, just whistle. I'm always ready for another adventure.